We're all manifesting things, people, situations, circumstances, consciously or unconsciously, and whether we like it or not. But we're constantly manifesting everything in our reality and everything that is tangible to us in our 3D. Manifestation is a powerful tool to attract literally anything and everything into our lives. And when I say anything and everything, I literally mean anything and everything. Manifestation, as we all know it, was bought and introduced to the world by a book called The Secret, written by Rhonda Byrne. Well, Rhonda explained it really well, explained the concept of manifestation to common folk. Well, to summarize the book, what Rhonda really wanted to focus on was that you can bring anything and everything that is materialistic into your world, that is the 3D world that we live in, the tangible world that we live in, by attraction and belief. Only and only if you would be able to focus on that thing, bring clarity of what you wanted, have clarity of thought, maintain that clarity of thought, and have enough emotion to drive that thought would actually physically come in front of you. Like Neville Goddard said, to manifest something into your reality, a thought, an emotion, a feeling, it could be literally anything, and make it your own reality that you live in, you have to start thinking from the end state. The end state referring to aligning your thoughts, actions, behaviors, and this could also mean your physical appearance, the way you look, the way you talk, the way you think, to the thing that you're looking to attract and acting like you already have it. That's the end state. The key goal here is that you have to be as specific as possible with your thoughts and have clear visions and goals in mind. Now you're going to start feeling your emotions in a way and from that person's point of view who already has achieved that goal, who has already attracted the thing that you're looking to attract. And now you're going to start thinking, acting, and aligning everything forward from that person's state. There are various manifestation techniques that are floating around on the internet that I've come across, you've come across, and I think we've all come across. However, this is the basics of manifestation. This is the foundation, you could say, for manifestation. The example I could give you for manifestation is of Jim Carrey. Yes, the actor for Dumb and Dumber. By the way, that's how he actually manifested acting in Dumb and Dumber and manifested the amount of money that he was going to request for that particular movie. So I think before all of that, before Dumb and Dumber even happened, he wrote a check to himself where that check was for $10 million and he was going to receive that from acting services. He was very specific about it. Like, he had a clear goal in mind and he was very specific about it. He was very clear. He's like, I'm going to receive a check for $10 million from acting services. So he didn't know what movie he was going to act. He didn't know what was going to happen down the line, but he kept looking at that check as if it was normal to have it. Like, that's my reality, that I've received this check for my acting services. And bam, a couple of years down the line, he received Dumb and Dumber. And he signed on that movie for exactly $10 million. So it does work. It does work. But again, the thing to learn here is you have to be very crystal clear on what you want. You know where you're going to get it from. How that's going to happen is none of your business. Leave the how to the universe. Just leave the how to the universe. You know exactly. But again, see, there are conflicting views on this. Now, if you're trying to manifest money, don't try to restrict yourself in a particular area and be like, oh, I'm going to receive it from X, Y, and Z, or I'm going to receive it from my, for example, acting services, or I'm going to receive it from something else that I'm doing. No. If you're just looking to manifest money, just be open, because you could manifest from anywhere possible. The possibilities of manifesting money is limitless. And money is the easiest thing to manifest, by the way. Money is the easiest thing to manifest. Possibilities of manifesting money is limitless. You could get money from anywhere. You could find an opportunity that you didn't even think of was possible, that was out of your realm of possibilities, that was out of your reality entirely, that was something that was not even on your mind, and you could manifest money from that particular thing. So if you're trying to restrict your options, you're just narrowing it down to like a couple of things where you could be manifesting money from a lot more sources. So just be open. That's completely my point of view. If you feel like being restrictive and being very specific on where the money's going to come from works for you, it works for you. Again, manifestation is very subjective to individual people. So do what you may and do each their own. Okay, lean in a little closer, because I said you can have anything you want. You can have literally anything and everything you want, as long as you become that person who has that thing. Yeah, that's the secret sauce. That's the secret ingredient. Now you will be wondering, when I said that thing about money before, where you're like, oh, if it was that easy, everybody would be a billionaire. Exactly. Exactly. It's not that easy. But if done correctly, it's possible. It's possible. Okay. Now, everybody wants a lot of things. I want a lot of things. Everybody wants those things for one out of these two reasons. The first thing is they actually feel like they deserve it. Yes, which is true. If you feel like you deserve it, you probably do deserve it. You just need to work your way there. And the second thing is they just like the idea of having that thing. They just like the idea of probably, for example, being a CEO of a big company. Now, when the time comes when they're faced with the turbulations and the trials that come along with being a CEO of a company, yeah, that scares them. That just scares them. Now they're running for the hills, because they're like, yeah, I can't do this. Just the idea of that was great. Just the money I thought I was gonna make was great. Just the kind of respect and power I would have was great. But again, with that money, with that respect and power, comes a lot of other things that people don't talk about. Now, for example, if you're trying to be a CEO of a company, are you ready to face that kind of responsibility? Are you ready to sometimes work 18-hour days? Are you ready for that scrutiny that you might come under? Are you ready to be looked at as, like, looked up to by thousands, if not, thousands of people, thousands of employees that you have working for you? Are you ready to be able to sustain the company, to understand how the company works, to know the groundworks of the company, the foundation that it was built on, and also continuously improve the company all at the same time? Of course, you have different people working for you, with you, which is great. But again, that's the job of a CEO, because you're the chief executive officer of the company. So you sign off on literally everything. You are the face of the company. Are you ready for the kind of publicity that brings? For the kind of, just information that could go around circulating about you? Are you ready are you that resilient? Are you that strong-willed? Are you that mentally strong? Are you that knowledgeable? Are you that experienced? Are you okay with facing scrutiny if you fail? Are you okay, and are you okay to take responsibility and just be like, you know what, I own up to this. It happened because of me. It's completely fine. I'm liable for this. Are you okay with that? Do you even understand the essence of being a CEO of a company? Do you even understand the kind of power and the kind of respect? Yes, that title brings a lot of power and respect. That title does give a person a lot, but it also takes a lot. It requires you to be a lot. That's the CEO. Now, that's exactly what I'm talking about. A person who can do all of this, who's ready for all of this, is exactly the person worthy and deserving of being a CEO. Not just because somebody else is in line and somebody else came from a family of like kings and queens and blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about kings and queens. I've moved off the topic entirely. But somebody is just because, just because you're XYZ or qualified doesn't mean that you have all the other aspects. Again, qualification is just like basics. Again, that's just like the entry ticket to that organization where you're like, oh, this is an event where, you know what, you've got the qualifications for it. Great, you're invited. Doesn't mean you get to lead the event. Doesn't mean you're the VIP in the event. You know what I mean? So I hope that clarifies things for you. Manifestation is also known as co-creation or collaborating with the universe. Now, what that means, simplified, is you do 50% of the work and the universe does 50, and you meet each other halfway. Simple as that. Now, what that also means is you're going to actually have to know your own worth. You're going to actually have to know and understand what you want and why you want it. You need to understand the why. You can't be shallow about this. You can't be, because there are going to be no emotions. Like, you could want certain things just because they look aesthetic or they look cute without knowing what they come with and what they bring with them. So I've given you an example already. I hope that simplifies the process for you and you understand the situation a lot better. But that also means your job here is to believe in yourself, to work on yourself consistently without giving up, to persist. To persist because that's your 50% of the bit. This is all your 50% of the bit, and the things that are beyond your control is the universe's 50% of the bit. You could have a plan and structure in life where you're like, oh, I have to do X, Y, and Z to get me there. But the universe has a completely different plan altogether on a different planet, which is like, whoa, I never even thought of that. So just let those things go. That's none of your business. Just let that go. You work on yourself, you focus on yourself, you believe in yourself, and you maintain trust that it's all working out for you. It will work out. It will work out. Just have faith. Now when I mention that you need to understand the why of what you're asking is because that is what's going to bring you your emotions. If you have a strong why, the stronger your emotions going to push it and the faster it's going to come to you. If you just want something just because it looks good or the idea of it in your head is appeasing and it feels good to have it, like it would feel great if I had that thing by my side, that's probably, you know what, I'm not saying that that's not going to work. People do manifest a lot of those things too, but it's completely dependent. Like, this is again subjective topics, because a strong why gives you a strong emotion, and that's actually good for you. That's actually good for your life. Like, you don't want to be manifesting circumstances and situations and people into your life that are no good for you just because you like the idea of them, or just because you like an idea of a certain situation or a place, and now you just don't like the reality of it. The idea and the reality don't match up. Whereas when your emotions, when something is led by emotion, when something is led by a strong why, like, I want this because I want freedom, I want this because I want, to be able to work from anywhere, anytime. Like, why do I want to be a YouTuber, for example? I want freedom of time and place. I want freedom to be able to work from anywhere, anytime, and do how much ever I want to do. And I want to have the freedom to just make money from anywhere in the world, just travel while I'm making money. That's my goal. And that's a strong why. That's a very strong why. I want freedom of time, place, and money. I want to be financially free and not tied to an institution. That's my why. That's my why as to why I want to do YouTube. That's my why as to why I want to do social media, because that gives me all of those. And that's exactly what I'm saying. This is my personal thing, but you have a goal in mind. Right? That's why you're here. That's why you're looking to manifest that goal. Now, once you're there, do you know the strong why as to why do you want that goal? Is it an ego thing or is it a soul thing? Because trust me, an ego will destruct you. An ego thing will literally destruct you. But a soul thing will uplift you. It'll set you free. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. I've been on both sides of the equation. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Ego will ruin you. Ego will absolutely ruin you. If you're doing it for the wrong reasons, it will absolutely ruin you because your intention behind that thing wasn't good to begin with. But if it's a soul thing, that's something that uplifts your soul, like for traveling, or if you like food, if you want to be a chef, if you want to be a food blogger, or you just want to, if you're into cryptocurrency and stuff like that, if you're into any of those things, they actually give you, and they give you the kind of facilities that you're looking for, but they also light up your soul. They also set you free in a way. You know what? That's something that your soul wants to do. That's something that you really want to do. Please do that. Don't listen to other people and just be like, oh, I want to compete with somebody. Again, ego thing. Oh, I want to be that person with that thing. No, ego thing. You're thinking from an ego place. Don't think from an ego place. Do what your soul wants to do. That's the way you need to manifest, because that's going to bring you joy, peace, happiness, satisfaction, fulfillment. It's just going to make you so much better. It's just going to make you so much happier. Why wouldn't you want that? You know what I mean? Like, if you have to manifest anything into your life, it needs to be that. It literally just needs to be that brings you so much happiness, so much joy, just so much peace and contentment. With that, we come to the end of this brilliant video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this and you thought this was really knowledgeable and valuable information, because I think it is. You know what? I'm doing a lot more research into this, so I will share more stuff with you guys as the videos grow. But But for now, I'm gonna have to bid you adieu, and I'm gonna see you in my next one. Till then, take care and have a lovely week ahead, and happy manifesting. Bye.